doesn't want a whiter, brighter smile? Well, Dr. John Lau is here from Contemporary Dental Concepts. Always good to have you here.
Good to be here.
And I don't know of one person who would not agree with that. Everybody wants, right, the whitest smile that they can get. Do you ever find, though, with your practice that people come in and say, hey, is it bad for my teeth? I mean, could it be bad?
I think with some people you have to worry about it, because with whitening, you know, you can overdo things. But I think in general, if you keep things in moderation, you get the whiteness you want to achieve and then you back off. I think that's probably good advice for about anything in life. Okay,
so you do have to be aware of the enamel on the teeth. It seems to me that there are so many options out there for whitening. You know, you're bombarded with messages about it all day long.
There's a lot of marketing techniques behind it, but you know, I think Zoom whitening was an example, one that we did for quite some time, and I know some dentists currently still do it. There's some arguments as to whether it is really good and it actually gives you good results. I really believe that the best is to take home whiteners. I think they work and there's different strengths and we can get the results we want pretty quickly.
Okay, and you usually should get that from your dentist, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things over the counter that surprisingly can work well. I think the problem is that when you don't have a tray and they're not professionally made, some things that can happen and you'll get some splotchy results that you really don't like if you do them away from the dentist.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if there were things that you should definitely, you know, steer clear of this.
I mentioned the Zoom whitening, and whitening was really a fad that probably about 10 years ago really came into style, and unfortunately a lot of people that would want to get married would do it the 2 or 3 days before and have beautiful white teeth, but then they'd have drawback and then the teeth would fall down some, and we had trouble maintaining that. But people still do it, and it's probably something there that you're going to see less and less of as time goes on.
What about you know, if you've got like crowns, fillings, veneers, that type of thing?
Great question. Yeah, whiteners don't work on crowns, and they're not going to change fillings. And if you have fillings in the front of your mouth and you whiten your teeth, we have to take that into consideration, because that filling will look a little different once it's all whitened around it.
And I wanted to ask you, how fun is it? Dr. Lau works with the Indianapolis 500 Princess program. He's worked with them. You worked for the Indianapolis Ice. Just, you know, how fun is it to work with some of those folks?
It was a blast. I think, you know what, a lot of times as you go through different things, you meet a lot of great people, and they all are different in different ways, and teeth is a big part of a lot of those things we just mentioned. But the Indiana Ice, they didn't care as much about their teeth as the princesses.
The young guys, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lau. So keep on smiling.